This is the most expensive mansion in the game, and even though it's the biggest, it's not the best house you can get, which is why I'm going to show you the best houses you can get in Wobbly Life. But make sure you watch the end because I might have found an unreleased secret house that might come in the future that's not even in the game yet. Starting with the most affordable option, we have the city apartment located right outside the museum in the city. There are 2 floors you can choose from that are both priced at $500. They each have 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom adjacent to a nice and cozy open living room with a kitchen attached. The second floor apartment has a slightly bigger common area and even has a balcony where you can get a nice view of Wobbly Mountain. The city apartment is a great deal because not only is it the cheapest option in a prime location, but the other similar options like the small log cabin and the jungle hut don't even have a bathroom. Like, come on. And even though there's no dining room or place to eat in here, you're in a prime spot right by the city, so you'll be eating out anyways. If Wobblies eat at all. Or you can just go back to Grandma's where she can cook you her delicious signature dish. Because the next best option is to live with Grandma until you can afford these much nicer options. For $1,000, this blue house will not only put you down the street from Grandma's, but you can get an actual house that has a ton of space. Not only do you get a dining area, but you also get a unique setup in the kitchen with bar stools that you won't find in many places on this island. The blue house comes with a dining room, a kitchen, a living room, and a second floor that has a common area, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and an office. Plus, it even comes with a garage. For double the price of the city apartment, you get way more than double the space. Even though this is a great deal, the only problem is, it's right by Grandma's house. And if it's right by Grandma's house, you might as well just stay with her. Because if you're gonna buy a house, you might as well live somewhere that makes exploring the island more accessible. But is it worth $8,000 to explore the island from this high-rise apartment in the city? And yes, I know there are cheaper options that give you an amazing view of the city that you can't get anywhere else, but neither of the cheaper options give you a second floor to what essentially is your bedroom. The only downside is the entire city can watch you sleep, and change, and eat, and bathe. Or you can watch the entire city as you go about your business playing backlane brawlers because you have an arcade inside your apartment. Although it's much smaller than the houses, it does feel much more luxurious in a prime spot on the island. So let me know in the comments, do you think that this is worth $8,000? If you don't think this luxury high-rise apartment is worth $8,000, then you'll either really agree or disagree that this traditional style mansion is worth $11,000. Yeah, I said it, $11,000. This is the most expensive mansion in the game that has an office, kitchen, dining room, balcony, and 8 bedrooms, I think? Honestly, there's so many rooms in this house, I lost count, but I think it's 8. And I think each bedroom has their own bathrooms. Who needs 8 bedrooms in their mansion? I don't know. Are these rooms great? Meh, they're not that great. Honestly, all this space could have been used for something much cooler. Like, if you look at the other mansions, they have game rooms, pools, fish tanks, big TVs, workout rooms, hidden docks, and even though there are a fewer number of rooms, the room sizes are so much more spacious. But the reason this house is on the list is because of this really unique, absolutely massive outdoor area. I mean, look, there's a turf maze, an outdoor chessboard, there's a greenhouse in the back, a dock, and a helicopter pad. I think you're paying the extra $1,000 over the other mansions for this outdoor space. But do I think it's worth the extra $1,000? Meh. Even though this is the biggest and most expensive mansion, there's just not that many things to do overall. Now you tell me, do you think this mansion is worth $11,000? Because the rest of the mansions are $10,000. And honestly, for a $1,000 difference, I think if you're going to choose any of these mansions, it just comes down to preference. My personal favorite of these mansions is the ultra-modern mansion that sits closest to the underpass that takes you back to the main island. It's really spacious, but it doesn't feel empty like some of the other mansions, nor does it feel like it's filled with rooms for the sake of having rooms. Ahem. It has a 2-car garage, a huge flat-screen TV, a speaker system, an aquarium, and a balcony. It also has 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. But what really makes this mansion stand out from the rest is not only the pool with the diving board that you can do flips off of, not only the jacuzzi, not only the helicopter pad, it also has a tennis court where you can find the only tennis ball shooter in the game. But we gotta ask the big question about these high-priced mansions. Are they worth it? This leads me to my favorite house in Wobbly Life, the ultra-modern villa. It's a gated home with a nice fountain and a wheelchair-accessible entry that sits right on the outskirts of the city, so you're in a prime location. For $1,500, you get a large common area that's a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen. And you have 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. Honestly, all you need if you don't have roommates. I mean, who has roommates in Wobbly Life? And just like the mansions, the ultra-modern villa rocks a 2-car garage so you can fit all your favorite cars on your property. Now, as I was making my story videos, I was looking through MazeLabz and noticed this secret dream cloud house. I had no idea what it was, but this house is crazy. There are 5 portals you can walk through, and I don't know where they lead to. On the first floor, you have a fountain and a sundial. You also have a swing set and some cool cloud trees that I've never seen before. On the next floor, you have these huge double doors, and behind it, a place to store your pet. You have a living room, dining room, and kitchen, and you also get a wardrobe with a huge bed. And this is the only house so far with a slide. The slide takes you all the way to the previous floor. Oh yeah, and if you need to wash up or use the bathroom, don't worry because you're gonna have to go through an obby just to do your business. And at the very top floor, we have a second slide that takes you on a wild ride all the way back to the very first floor. Like I said before, I have no idea where this house will be or how much it will cost. But let me know in the comments, how much do you think this secret dream cloud house should cost? Now that you found your perfect house, you need to find your perfect car. Watch this video to find the best cars in the game to match your perfect house.